Hey guys, it's Sam Geek from FreezeCracker.com, and today I'm going to be reviewing Fallout New Vegas' brand new DLC, Old World Blues, for the Xbox 360. Old World Blues is kind of a different DLC, because while the main quest isn't the greatest in the world, the benefits that come from the DLC far outweigh the main quest. While the main quest does have a lot of humor reminiscent of the old Fallout and brings this really dark humor back to light that people loved about the original Fallout, the humor isn't really orchestrated that well. The humor is mostly orchestrated through items or people talking to you rather than you finding it ironically throughout the landscape or randomly falling into it. Now there is some of that type of humor, but it's not found in the main quest. The main quest for the most part is pretty boring. It's basically two fetch quests and a lot of dialogue. And when I mean a lot of dialogue, the first 30 minutes of this DLC, you're going to be talking to these things called the Think Tank, and you're going to be literally sitting there for almost 30 minutes, just speaking to the Think Tank. And that makes it kind of a mixed bag for me. The quest is a mixed bag, but the DLC itself adds a whole bunch of new mechanics to New Vegas. It has just a whole sweep of interesting new weapons, new armor, and then you get to see new creatures and new areas that are just have so many secrets. There is so many Easter eggs just hidden throughout the entire DLC. I could literally make 5 or 6 videos of just pure Easter eggs. The Easter eggs are there, and they're very reminiscent of the old Fallout humor that we all know and love. So if you are fans of the original Fallouts and you want to see kind of that type of humor again, Old World Blues is perfect for it. As you can see here, the cruel fate of the Robo Brain dying is just hilarious, and that you created. But as you can see here, the main quest is kind of lame. It's literally, this is the first 30 minutes, as you're seeing right here. You just speak with him. And some of the stuff he says is funny and pretty ironic because, he's still thinking in the terms of the old world, pre-war thing. But it's just not that enticing, especially for downloadable content. But there are some major positive things about this content. There's new weapons, there's secret areas, and there's just so much stuff is unraveled. Like if you played the original Dead Money DLC, it actually answers some questions, and you get to speak with a character from that previous DLC. So many things are jam-packed into this DLC. It amazes me. It's honestly one of the biggest DLCs since Fallout 3's Point Lookout. It's beautifully handcrafted, and I love it. I love it for the things besides the main quest, which is a major drawback, because if you're a casual Fallout player, you're not going to be interested in the economic change that has become because of this DLC. As you can see here, I could take once useless items like coffee mugs and plates, and I can also take books and seeds and just make a whole new economy out of it. So if you're a Fallout player, this is beautiful because you can just get so much more things out of things that were once useless. I can turn plates into empty syringes and wonder glue. I can turn books into blank books. I can take my seeds and actually multiply them and grow plants in this new found DLC. There's so much I can do. I can create Salient Green, which is a very powerful healing item out of seeds. And it's just an incredible new economic... It brings a whole new economic element. It also gives you another save house in case you want to store your items. Because, at this point in the game, you probably have over 400 items stacked up. And you want to keep all those special weapons and stuff. But if you're not a hardcore Fallout player, it's hard for me to recommend the DLC. But if you are a hardcore Fallout player, you really, really should check out this DLC. So it's kind of a mixed bag, because the casual consumer is going to be bored by the awful main quest, and they probably won't have the patience to scour the big mountain for just the little things that we all know and love about the Fallout series. But the hardcore person is going to have an absolute blast and love the thing simply because there's just so much more added to New Vegas through this DLC. And it just brings whole new elements. Some of the weapons are just insane because they give you this little thing that is basically an EMP, and you can totally take out gigantic machines with it. And there you also get an antenna that you can take out machines with way faster as a melee weapon, and there's just so much new elements into play once you get the weapons from this DLC. Once thought hard enemies that were robots are now going to be easier just with the weapons you get. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I say that if you're a casual fan but somewhat interested in the universe in general, to definitely pick it up. But if you're a casual fan and all you're going to do is, play through the main quest and get the achievements, it's really not worth $10. But if you're a hardcore Fallout fan, you must buy this. It will add way more life back into this game. And that's why Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues gets an 8 out of 10.